Woman is desperate for a high value man to approach her from Modern Women Reviews.
We need to have a discussion on my single people because I need to know what you guys would have done in this circumstance. They always say like you'll meet the person that you want to start dating or the person that you're with doing things that you love, whether it's going to the coffee shop, the gym, just your everyday activities, whatever. So
Who told you that, woman? Because let's have a look at the graph. So she's saying for some reason she's been told that you are just going to get what's called a meet cute that is featured in plenty of romantic comedies. And for some reason these women, now that dating apps are a thing, they're all trying to go back in time to when men approach to women. But if you look at these things, dating back to 1940, being approached at a coffee shop or being approached in the grocery store has never been how couples meet. It is met through friends, met through family, met in school, met in a bar or restaurant has started to go up and up. But again, a bar is typically where people go out, have drinks, hang out. And then, yes, maybe you meet someone that is different than just going about your activities, going to yoga, going to a coffee store and expecting you to have some sort of romantic meet cute that is great enough that it could be featured in the next rom-com. These women think this is how it works. For some reason, they think this is how it used to go down. No, the way it used to go down was through friends, family, school. It's never been like you get approached by some handsome, charming man who sweeps you off your feet. This is bullshit.
today I go into the coffee shop and the second I walk in, I see the most beautiful man, just like gorgeous features, brown hair, incredibly tall. I'm like, you are so my type to a T. Very business-esque energy to him too. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely my type. He was sitting across the cafe. I'm like, I should make some eye contact with him, let him know there's a vibe here. But didn't end up like looking up from my computer or whatever. So I'm like, I'll just have no earbuds in so I look approachable because I've been told I don't look approachable. So I'm trying to do everything I can to make myself look approachable to this man. He ends up walking over and sitting right next to me. And how it's set up in this coffee shop is there's like one long booth and then a table in front of yourself and then a chair on the other side of you. So he's sitting right next to me in this booth. And I'm like, perfect opportunity. So I'm patiently waiting for him to like spark up a conversation, but like what would he have said? And I was too nervous to be bold and be like, hey, you're really hot. My name's Lauren. Here's my number. But like, I could have done that, but like, that's a little too ballsy of me. And like, I wanted him to just show a little confidence, maybe like pursue a little bit, because I think that's the most attractive thing in a guy. But
This is not what men have ever done, really. I mean, to me, it's funny. For some reason, they all think this is how this goes down. They think men just approach women, and this is how a majority of couples have been formed historically, and it's just not the truth, man. It's not even on here. This isn't even like it goes as low as 5%, and then obviously it starts to drop all the way down to 0%. There is no was approached at a coffee shop. There is no it's met online, met in a bar or a restaurant, which these two things imply it is an alcohol drinking environment where people are going out looking to meet other people. That's kind of what a lot of this is. That's a lot of what this purpose is. Nowhere on here does it say that they were approached and they were strangers, like just some random person approached them. Like, yes, maybe that occurs in a bar or restaurant where alcohol is flowing and that's really what people are there to do. But they think that as they go about their day, they're just going to have some sort of majestic, high-value, 6-foot man who has blue eyes and a trust fund, right? And he's just going to come sweep them off their feet. They're so delusional. They're so confused about how these things have actually took place. And look, lady, if you really want to be met in today's day and age, if you really want to meet a guy, go to a bar, okay? Go online. And that's pretty much the way these things occur.
the fact that he got up and sat right next to me, he didn't even have to like charge his computer or anything because he didn't reach out to grab a charger because I'm like, oh wait, why did he move across and sit next to me? So that made me a little curious. So anyways, bummer. To make a long story short, we didn't end up having any conversation and he got up probably like, I don't know, 30 minutes later or something. But yeah, he totally distracted me from my work because I was like, I just want to kiss you on the lips. You are gorgeous, honey. But yeah, if you were sitting at Shortwave Coffee today next to me, you should have shot your shot because you were beautiful. But anyways, I want to know what you guys would have done in that circumstance.
What annoys me about this is she assumes he is already interested in her, and she talks like he should approach her simply because she exists. The whole time she's phrasing it as if she's the prize and he has the opportunity to get her number, when she is the one literally sitting there desperate to get his attention. He was probably writing emails to his girlfriend, but she was too ignorant to realise.
Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
I need someone to be like brutally honest with me because I don't know what type of energy I am giving off, but my DMs be dry. Everybody's like, oh, you're so sweet, you're so this, you're so, but like nobody is like, oh, you're attractive or like actively like pursuing. So I'm like, what energy? I get more like attention from a person experiencing homelessness on the street than I do any other person. Like what is going on? Am I giving taken? Is that like, am I giving taken? Is that the issue? I don't think it is. I don't know what it is. But like, what's going on? Like I need like answers. Like I need somebody to tell me what energy am I giving? Like how do I fix this? Because I feel like a spinster that's gonna be alone forever. My mom doesn't even ask me, she doesn't even say, oh, when you get married, she says if you get married. Like, what is going on?
You have a smart mother, that's what's going on.
The energy you're giving is nails on a chalkboard energy. Really annoying.
My brain hurts.
Yeah, so it's just that clip right there reminds me. What we see a lot, right, is we hear women talking about why don't men approach anymore. And the fact of the matter is, I like to show this graph a lot because there does seem to be some confusion nowadays about how couples have like historically met. And what we see a lot of is women putting these things off, right? Trying to find a man, trying to find a husband. They don't really take relationships that seriously that early. And one of the top ways people used to meet was like in school. And there was a lot of high school sweethearts, people getting married right after high school, even sometimes in high school. And that certainly is not really a thing anymore. And then met through family pretty high and met through friends pretty high. But met through family doesn't really happen anymore. Most of these women probably wouldn't really be that interested in what their parents have to say or what their family has to say about their potential mate that they should choose, because you can pretty much guarantee these women are going to, or rather these family members are going to present these women with very nice, probably successful, put together type of men. And what we know about a lot of young women, really what they prioritize is not that in the beginning. What they prioritize is the tingles that they feel when they come across a sort of jerk boy in a way, right? They're all pursuing that alpha seed, as if you will. And what they don't prioritize at that age is like stability and being treated well and a good husband and a good dad. And, there's exceptions, of course, but they do start to prioritize these things as they get older, once they start to hit like 35, 40 and they find themselves still single. And at that point, they know like that type of guy that they used to really chase, if they weren't able to get him now, they're not going to get him. If they weren't able to get him in the past, they're not able to get him now. So they're going to start prioritizing things like a guy who makes good money, he's nice, and maybe has like a dad bod and makes them feel really comfortable. And then eventually, they'll probably end up divorcing that guy, making this guy's life a living hell. She'll eventually date a guy who subscribes to happy life, and she thinks that's what she wants. And then she'll start walking all over him because she can't help herself. You would hope, right? She wouldn't walk all over him, and she wouldn't abuse this man's kindness, but it's likely that, she will. And just the fact of the matter is, being approached at a library, being approached at a coffee store, being approached at yoga, being approached at a grocery store, being approached at a Trader Joe's, when you're looking through these aisles to find your kombucha and your organic almonds or whatever the fuck. This has never really been how couples meet. But for some reason, when these women start experiencing struggles on dating apps, what do we hear them say? Well, I want a guy. How do I meet a guy organically? Let me go put myself in Home Depot. They think you meet men organically by being approached. And if they were to actually look at how people have met, that's never been one of the top ways. So it makes a lot of sense why once these women hop off these dating apps, they have no idea how to meet a man, basically. And the men that her family would recommend, he's too nice. I'm bored. They're not in school anymore. Okay, so there's another way that people used to meet a lot, met through family a lot, and then met through friends. Well, I mean, all these single ladies sticking together, they don't know any men. They're all their friends are single. Their friends aren't with boyfriends who maybe could introduce to his friends. Just a circle jerk of single women asking, barking at each other, hyping each other up. What happened to all the real men? Why won't men approach? Yada, yada, yada. All this garbage. But no, I think it's funny. I think it's really funny that this is how women think it's historically taken place. It's just not true. Strangers don't really spark up conversations with one another like that. And my God, you look at feminism nowadays encouraging men not to approach. You look at Me Too. You look at people blasting men online for just looking at a woman the wrong way. Good Lord. And they think now's the time men are going to approach them. That's fucking hilarious. That's funny. You guys are good luck, ladies, because you guys are going to need it. But I'm going to leave the video there. So if you could, drop a subscription. Helps me out greatly. Bye.